Okay. Hopefully this doesn't leak anything. I don't think it will, but so I personally didn't make it in the Streamer Awards, which isn't a surprise. I think last year we got nominated because we got enough votes, but I think we were pretty far behind in terms of total votes. I think everyone else just has a lot more active voters, maybe. Not that it really matters to everyone who tried. Thanks for trying. It was a good effort. But I do feel like other people just have a lot of active voters, and that's just how it was. It was like that last year too, and didn't expect it to go better this year necessarily. But yeah, I do feel like that's just how it is. But it was a good try, guys. Either way, we're sort of in it, kinda. But let's just go through it really quick, guys. I'm not necessarily gonna vote, but there is one thing that we're gonna vote for sure. Best MMORPG streamer. I feel like this one's pretty obvious. I'm not going to say who I'd vote for because I don't want to rig it. But, there's one person I'd probably vote for. I actually don't know anybody in this category, actually. So I can't really vote there. Best art streamer. Ross is pretty cool. And this was my neighbor in the Minecraft server. So either of these super cool people, I think. Best strategy game streamer. Well, I know Scar and Albert. I'd probably vote for Albert. Here's why, though. Albert played Yu-Gi-Oh with me, so I'm biased. And yeah, so I'd vote for Albert here because there's a lot of different strategy games, but he's the only one that played Yu-Gi-Oh with me. So got to go for Albert on that. He also plays other games. I mean, he plays TFT and all that too, but a little bit of bias there, but that's fine. Best chess streamer. I don't actually watch much chess, but I guess Hikaru and Botez, I know them. They're pretty cool. But I feel like I usually just vote for the people I know. Best League of Legends streamer. I don't really watch League, but I know Tyler 1 is pretty cool. That's pretty much all I know, though. I don't know the rest of them, but I don't watch much League of Legends. Best Battle Royale streamer. Oh, Fruit made it on here. Oh, and Symphony. Okay, they're cool. I feel like it's hard to not pick Timmy for me. I mean, it's Timmy. So, but Symphony and Fruit are really, really cool, too. I'm surprised they put the name Apricot. I don't think I've ever seen anyone call her Apricot, but best music streamer. I actually do not recognize any of them. I think this guy collabed with OTV before, right? So I know him from that, I guess. So I guess I'd go for him because he's collabed with OTV, but that's really all I know. Best FPS streamer. Oh, I'm surprised Timmy isn't here, actually. That's interesting, but I'd probably go for ACU or Summit because I know them. Scump is the best one. I've never met, and I don't know. I only know Summit and ACU. I'm gonna be honest. I think I've seen Super once, maybe, but I mean, yeah, I'm surprised Timmy wasn't there. But it is based on votes, guys. I believe all the nominations had a huge effect based on the votes. And like last year, we didn't get a whole ton of votes either, and we didn't make the nominations this year. But it is all based on votes. So if I don't get a lot of votes, it's just pretty much, it's somewhat of a popularity contest. But even ignoring that, it is a lot on voting. Like, for example, like last year, everyone thought XQC was going to win Streamer of the Year, right? And you'd expect that. He has tons of viewers, tons of followers. But he didn't, because it's based on votes. It's not just the amount of followers or viewers you have. It's how many of them you have that vote. So, like, I don't think we're, like, a bad stream or anything. I think we just don't have a lot of people who vote, and that's perfectly fine. It's not like you get anything for voting, and it's not like I get anything for winning. So, best speedrun streamer. Don't know most of them. This is the guy that punched Toast in the weak spot multiple times, so I can't vote for him. Gotta vote for Virtual. I think I saw him do some racing things, so I'd probably go for him because I've seen him do Trackmania. I've heard of this guy before, but only because he punched my friend in the weak spot, so I can't really vote for him in good conscience. I know it wasn't intentional, but still, tough to vote for him with that. Um, Hidden Gem award highlights a streamer with less than 100 average viewers. Oh man, well, I don't want to be mean, but I definitely don't know any of them. But I think that was the point of the award. So, I'd have to go for this guy or Hello, because I think their hair looks nice. And that's all I got. Best IRL streamer. I don't know most of them either. I think I've heard of Jake, I think, and I've heard of, I think, Ginny. I don't know him like much. I can't really vote on that. But best role play streamer. This is a tough one. I don't know who this is. I'm assuming he doesn't do GTA. I feel like these are GTA role players. I'd actually have to vote for Leslie here. Here's why, guys. I think obviously Zerka and Buddha, extremely good role players. But Leslie role plays in Yu-Gi-Oh! And role plays in GTA. So I feel like she's got more role play games than just the one. So I feel like I'd vote for Leslie just because she's got multiple role play angles here. She's got Yu-Gi-Oh! She's got GTA also. She's got real life where she role plays as I'm kidding. But I'd probably vote for Leslie, yeah. Best Valorant streamer. So I don't really know who Shazam is. I thought that guy was in a movie. But so this guy, I guess, has been a movie. That's pretty cool. But obviously, like these three, they're all good friends of mine here. So that's, I don't know. This is a tough one, guys. I mean, yeah, Tarek, Jody, and Kaide are all super cool. I know all of them. And this is a tough one. I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of them. I feel like any of them winning would be great. Honestly, the way it works is it's probably going to be Shazam winning. Because I feel like, I was doing this event where if I don't know who they are, they're probably super, super famous or something. So I bet Shazam's going to win, but I'd vote for any of these three. I'd be super happy to vote for. Best Minecraft streamer. Quackity, Tubbo, Foolish, and Smallint. Is this Antfrost? Is this different from Antfrost? I would imagine it's different from Antfrost. But this is a tough one, guys. So I don't really know Smallint too well. So can't vote for him. I do know Quackity, Tubbo, and Foolish. Tubbo, I don't know ultra well. He's been super nice every time I've hung out with him. But I feel like for me, this is between Quackity and Foolish. I mean, I play with Foolish a lot. Played with Quackity a lot. I've met them both in real life, too. I mean, Quackity just... wait, should I say where he's from? I don't know, but I've hung out with Quackity in person more than I've played games with him. So, like, I mean, Foolish and Quackity are... That's the top two for me, and it's hard. You can't really choose between the two. I think it's just another one of those where either of them could easily win, and it'd be great. So... That's tough. Rising Star Award. Up-and-coming streamer that has grown tremendously. Interesting. I don't know most of them. Is this a person that does Minecraft speedruns? I think. Oh, no, that's Forzen. It looked similar. Anyway, yeah, I don't really know them, so I can't really vote too well. Stream Game of the Year. Best game to watch on stream. Elden Ring, God of War, Minecraft, and Valorant. So these two games, I think, won like Game of the Year or something, or were close to it. But I do feel like it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's tough because, like, obviously Minecraft and Valorant are the games that are just always around. So, like, it's kind of sad to say, guys, but I feel like in 2 years, Minecraft and Valorant are still going to be around and we're still going to be liking it. I doubt anyone's going to be playing Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok anymore. So it's like kind of, I don't know. I guess it just depends on how you see it. Because I do think, like, for the one run through, these two are probably way more interesting to watch. But in like a year or two, I'm not watching either of these. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. No bad choices here, though. All good games. It does say for the year, though. Yeah, but I mean, I guess it just depends if you think about the future or not. If you don't care about the future, then it's easier to choose the story-based game, stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like if I were, I mean, there's just no wrong choice here, really. So, best content organization, OTK. I'm not gonna say anything, but I've heard they've had a rough year for various reasons. Not sure. I don't know what to say. I just heard they had a rough year. Obviously, good friends with the other 3 organizations. I think. I mean, 100 Thieves is great. Offline TV is great. They didn't have me in the picture, even though I'm some people's favorite member. V Shoujo is great too. So I mean, all great choices for the most part. I mean, I don't think any can go wrong. And this is where we're sort of nominated, guys. The best some word stream event. Basically a charity event. I don't think we're gonna win. I think it's cool that we got nominated. And I'm just gonna say shout out to Leslie. I think she did a lot of the work for all of our streams for it, actually. But we got nominated. Look, guys, that's me. You can barely see me there, barely. But I'm in the back. I'm in the back over there. Lily's there too, actually. So that's cool. But yeah, this is where we sort of got nominated, guys. And then Sea Dog Cyclothon, I actually didn't see that. But it must have been for charity, so that's cool. And then Thankmas, I feel like, I mean, these are all good things, right, guys? Like, it kind of sucks because you have to choose one. If I had to choose one, I actually wouldn't vote for myself. I feel like Thankmas is just probably the best one. I mean, Mr. Lupo's great too. But you can't really beat Thankmas. He does it every single year. And not even just because it raises the most money. It's just like, he does it every year. And he does a lot of cool stuff. I feel like it's hard to beat. But I mean, none of them are bad. I think none of them are bad, and they're all for good. It's literally for charity. So, yeah. I think they're all good choices. I'm just glad we made it on there, kind of, though. That was cool. The good old charity week. Good times. You guys remember when there was those weird chatters that would say it's too expensive to donate to charity? That was absolutely insane that happened. But people were like, it's too expensive to donate to charity. And I'm like, it's donating to charity. What do you mean it's too expensive? Just don't do it if you can't. But it's one of the strangest things. And I remember it bothering some people. But it was a whole thing. People actually did. Yeah, it was the strangest thing. I don't know what people are thinking, but there were genuinely people that were like, guys, you're asking for too much money to donate to charity. And it's like, well, it's a weird thing. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad we made it. So this is what I guess everyone would vote for if you want to vote for us. I didn't personally get nominated for anything because I just didn't get the votes. But this is the closest I have to it. I mean, I'm in the picture, so that's cool. Best VTuber. Best streamer who uses a virtual avatar. Oh, last year's winner isn't here, guys. I think last year was Code Miko, right? And she didn't get make it on this time. So that's interesting. This is a spicy one, guys, I feel like. So I know all of them. They're all really cool. I'll say I've played more with Show and Iron Mouse, mostly because of time zones. But they're all really cool. I think if I were to vote, though, I'd probably... I mean, guys, I don't know if you remember my Twitch recap. Mouse was, I think, my most watched streamer of last year or something like that. So probably vote for Mouse. I also feel like she branches out the most also for VTubers. She plays with a lot of non-VTubers. She does a lot of crazy stuff. She has her own action figure. She has the first necklace merch I've seen. I feel like, you know, it's hard to not vote for Mouse. I feel like she just does the most stuff. Super close second would be Show, though. I feel like Show also does a lot of stuff. He'll wake up at crazy hours for collabs and stuff. So I feel like I'd probably vote for Mouse. Super close second for Show. But I mean, they're all great. They're all great, guys. So it's a tough choice. I have to go for Mouse, though, if it were me. Let's see. Best streamed event. I haven't watched any of these except for the chess boxing thing. I'd probably vote for the chess boxing thing because it's the only one I watched. But if I were to choose one that I wish I watched, it'd be this one. I don't know what this is, but Germa baseball stream just sounds interesting. Haven't seen it, though, so I'd probably have to go for this one just because it's the one I saw. But if I were to vote for one just based on if I would click it if it were a YouTube video, I'd go for Jerma's baseball stream. Like, if someone clickbaited this, I'd click it. And that'd be my second vote. But obviously, I saw this one, so have to go for that one. Best Just Chatting streamer. So I don't know them two that well. I know Hassan really well, great friend of mine. I'm actually going to Japan with him in a few days. Then Mouse, kind of a biased vote, but probably Hassan or Mouse. Great choices there. Yeah, I don't know. Probably Hassan or Mouse, probably. It's hard to say. I do feel like Hassan is more dedicated to just chatting, because sometimes we'll be in a Valorant game, and he'll be like, hold on, guys, I got to mute so I can cover this news that just dropped. So maybe Hassan, just because he's more committed to it, he'll literally alt-tab mid-Valorant game to be like, guys, there's some new news dropped. I gotta cover the news. So maybe just Hassan for the commitment. I don't know. Or sometimes he doesn't even mute. Yeah, that's true too. So probably Hassan or Mouse. I don't know. Hassan's very dedicated, so I might just have to give it to him for that. Best variety streamer. Kind of a tough one. I feel like, so I don't really know much about this guy. I don't know Arab much either. He does. I've talked to him a couple times. He's really funny. But here's who I would choose, guys. There's three people that seem difficult. Daph, I think, has a lot of variety, actually. She just plays whatever. X also just plays whatever. But if I were to go with this, best variety streamer, I actually would give it to Connor. I'm not going to lie. I think people might not expect this. I think Connor, for me, is probably the best variety streamer. Here's why, though. Daph and X mostly play video games, right? They play a huge variety of video games. But Connor plays tons of video games, and he does a lot of real-life stuff. He just actually does a crazy variety, not just video game variety. So I feel like if I'm understanding the category correctly, I feel like he just has a dimension that they don't have, right? Because I think even right now, Connor's doing some kind of IRL RV stream for like the next several days. So I feel like he technically just has more variety, I guess. I don't know. So I'd probably just vote for Connor there just because he actually does IRL stuff too. But if it were just video games, I feel like X and Daph do a lot of crazy stuff. They just play anything with video games. But I feel like Connor does video games and more. And for variety, he just does more variety, I guess. So, League of Their Own streamer. This streamer is a pioneer that creates one-of-a-kind content with their creativity, something. So I don't know Doug. I've met NMP maybe once, and he seems like a really cool dude. I'm a little biased, I'm just going to say. But I'd have to vote for Lud or Wilnef. I think they're both really, really good at stuff that they do. They're really funny. Will is actually really good at on the fly, like kind of just making things funny. Really like him a lot. I do feel like Ludwig probably would win the award, but I will say this, guys. Not to discredit Ludwig at all. I do think for Will, a lot of it is just, I mean, Ludwig's events cost millions of dollars. And I'm sure Will would want to do things like that, but he just doesn't have millions of dollars like Ludwig does to spend. I do think Ludwig should win the award, but I think Will's a pretty close second. I feel like he's a really close second, but he doesn't necessarily have the money to do everything he wants to, because I've hung out with him a lot of times. Actually, I've hung out with him off stream more than on stream, but I feel like there's a lot of things he wants to do. He just doesn't have the millions of dollars to dump to do it. Because I don't know if people know this, Ludwig usually loses money on his events. He has really cool events, but he usually doesn't make money on them. He loses money. So I feel like it's definitely Ludwig because he does it all. Will's a close second, though, I'd say. At least in my opinion. I don't know. We know. I think most people know. He kind of makes a meme for it, but Gamer of the Year. Extraordinary gaming abilities. Okay. Oh, man, this is tough. All right, guys, so I know all four of them. They're all great. I just don't, there's no right answer here. There's no wrong answer either. But, I mean, This is a really tough one, guys. I feel like you can't go wrong with any of them. They're all great. It's all right answers. There's no wrong answers. I will say this though. I'm probably closest friends with Timmy or maybe Tarek, so I'd vote for them just because I know them better. I don't know. Probably Timmy. Timmy's really cool, so I'd probably vote for him just off that. But there's no right answer, guys. I mean, they're all great. They're all good choices there. Streamer of the year. Okay, so this is the big one, right? That's really hard to vote for who. So of the two that I know Hassan and X the best. I've heard this guy's name before. I don't know much about him though. Not because I dislike him. I've never seen one of his streams before, so it's difficult to vote for him. I feel like the only time I've really heard anything about him, and this might be bad, is I heard he throws parties, and that's all I know. I've never watched his stream, so I can't really vote for him. I'm sure he's really cool though. But yeah, I've never watched it, so I don't know. But who I can vote for is X and Hassan. I'm good friends with, so I could easily vote for them too. Jerma's really cool. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know, guys. This is a tough one. I actually don't know who's gonna win. It's yeah, I have no clue. This one's quite a difficult guess here. Yeah, not sure. All good choices though overall. I will say maybe I should watch Kai more. I don't know, because I feel like everyone says he's really funny. I know X has even said he's really funny. So but I don't watch him, so I can't really vote. But the other three I know are absolutely amazing. It's just tough. Okay. But yeah, I guess, you know, guys, if someone like told me I had to vote now, it'd be, I don't know, probably, I don't know. This is tough, guys. I'm just gonna say this: of all the people here, I'm probably closest to Hassan. I hang out with him pretty often. We've been playing Valorant too. I mean, obviously I'm biased because I just hang out with him a lot. But here's my genuine opinion, guys. My genuine opinion on this. I feel like X probably would get the vote, and here's why. You know he's the streamer of the year, and you know he's probably the biggest deal in streaming because of the amount of times he gets invited to an event, straight up doesn't show up, and then gets invited again anyway. Because normally, if you say you're going to an event, don't show up, you're never getting invited again. But I guess you can tell he's such an important streamer that he can literally not show up to an event repeatedly and still get invited next time. He almost didn't even show up to his own game show. That's how crazy it was, guys. And he just gets away with it. So I feel like you got to be the biggest streamer, the most important streamer or something, if you can literally almost not even show up to your own event that Ludwig's throwing for you and still get invited to everything. So I'd vote for X just off the fact that he gets away with that. So I guess that's who I'd vote for. I don't know. And if you couldn't tell, guys, my response to pretty much every answer here was either I chose them because I know them well or just some meme answer. So I hope nobody takes any of those votes seriously. I just wanted to show it because the roomies got nominated. So hopefully we get something. But yeah, pretty much all those answers were just troll. I mean, I just chose all my friends or made some meme answer.